welcome back to Spark Coding. From this video, we will start our first question on Leetcode. If you do not have any account on Leetcode, you can create your account on leetcode.com for free. And today we are going to solve question Roman to integer. The question number is 13. You can find the question when you click on problems. You will be redirected to this page, and you can find the questions here. You can either write a question name or you can write a question number. So I am writing here 13 and you will get the Roman to integer question. So in this question we have, as the name suggests, we have to convert the Roman numbers to integer number. We have given the Roman numbers explanation that Roman numbers are represented by 7 symbols, that is I, V, X, L, C, D and M, and each symbol has some certain value associated with it, and you can also get the value here. So I is 1, V is 5, X is 10, so on. And they have given an explanation like how we can write a Roman numbers and then check it into integer. So if we have to write 2, we have to write 2 i's, 1 and 1 I, together they represent it as 2. We do addition in Roman number. You can see the explanation. 12 is written as XYI. So here X means 10 and 1 I is 11 and the second I is 12, which is simply, you can see, which is simply X plus II. The number 27 is written as XXVII. So first X is 10, the second X is 10 plus 10 is 20. Then we have V, which is 5, 20 plus 5 is 25. And then 2 i's, that is 2, 25 plus 2 is 27. So there are some other conditions also, you can see here. Roman numerals are usually written largest to smallest from left to right. However, the numeral for 4 is not I. So instead of writing I 4 times, we have to write I and V. This basically means we have to subtract 1 from 5 and we have to write I before V. So there are 6 different types of conditions that we have to take care of. So the first condition is IV, the second one is IX, first is IV, which is equal to 4, second is IX, which is equal to 9. Similarly, we have more 4 conditions, that is X can be placed before L, XL and XC. So this basically XL, L is for 50, so we have to subtract 10 from 50, so we get 40, and C is 100, we have to subtract 10 from 100, so we get 90. Similarly, there is 2 more conditions. C can be placed before D and M to make 400 and 900. C can be placed before D and C can be placed before M. So what we get? We get 400 and 900. So while writing our code, we have to give some special attention to these special conditions. So in this question, we can directly do what it is said. So we have the Roman numbers and their integer format. So one is for I is for 1, X is for 10 and so on. So that we can directly do for loop, like as the question says, we can directly do it. First we have to store this symbol and its value, and the best data structure to save this is hashmap. And in Python we have hashmap in the form of dictionaries. Dictionaries are basically key value pair. So we have key as I and value is 1. So I am first creating my dictionary name as Roman. We have to create a dictionary with I, which is equal to 1, V is equal to 5, X is equal to 10, L equal to 50, C equal to 100, D equal to 500, and M equal to 1000. So we have just wrote our data structure. We have just stored our symbol value pair in dictionary. Now we can directly go. Let's suppose we take an example. Let's suppose it is XXII. So this basically means 22. What we have to do, we have to just iterate. We will first come here, we will check if we have x in our dictionary, and if it is there, and we will check its value and add it to our sum. Let's suppose my sum is 0. We come, our pointer comes to x, we check if it is present in dictionary. If it is present, we will add its value, so it will become sum plus equal to 10, which is equal to 10. Then our pointer will point to next x here. Again we will check if it is present in dictionary. If it is present, we have to add its value, sum plus equal to 10 again, so it will become 20. Our pointer will point to the next value, next character, it is I, so we will just add we will check if it is present in dictionary, and we will just add its value, sum plus equal to 1, it is 21. And lastly it will go to the last character, so we will just add it, we will check if it is present in dictionary, and we will just add it. So the answer is 22. But while doing this, we have to pay attention to the special cases. Let's suppose my question was something like this: x, I, x. So our pointer will go here. Let's suppose the above algorithm, if I try to write the above algorithm for this case also, it will do something like this: sum is 0. It will check in the dictionary, it is present, so it will add its value, plus equal to 10. Then it will come to the next pointer, this is I, so it will just add its value, which is 1, so 11. And then again it is 10, so it will add its value 10, so the total becomes 21. But this is not the right answer. Its right answer is 19, because in the special cases, as we can see above, if we have 1x, we have to write its value 9. So while doing it, while writing our algorithm, we have to check the first character and its next character. If these characters are if any of these characters belongs to any one of these categories, any one of these 6 categories, then we have to add its value from these categories only. Let's suppose the 1 and x, if I check 1 and x, it will become 9. So while writing our code, we have to put 2 pointers at the same time. So this is I and this is I plus 1, and at the same time we will check if it belongs to ix or iv. I know that if my first character is I, then the next character must be v or x to write this 4 and 9, else we don't have to do anything. Okay, so this was the first example. We can take another example from here only. We have MCM XCIV. MCM XCIV. This is the question. So I will put the above algorithm again. So what we have, we will keep two pointers. One is I and one is I plus 1. We will check if it comes under the above 6 conditions. These conditions. So my first character is M. So we have to check if my next character belongs to any of these categories. It doesn't belong. So we will just add. First we will just add the value of M, and the value of M was 1000. Then we will come to C. Whenever I will come to C, this will become my I pointer, and the next M will become I plus 1 pointer. First we will check if this CM character, both my pointers belongs to any category here. So CM, it is given 900. So we will just have to add 900. So we will directly add a 900 here. And we will put our pointer, instead of going to the next character, we will directly go to the new X character. Now our pointer will become here. Why? Because these 2 characters have already been processed. We have found it into the special categories. So my pointer will come to X and my I plus 1 pointer will come to C. Now we will check if these 2 characters belong to the special category or not. So XC, does it belong? Yes, it belongs to this category and its value is 90. So what we have to do? We have to just add 90 again. sum plus equal to 90. And now again we have to put our pointer after xc. Xc is already been processed, so we have to put our pointer I here, and I plus 1 will point to v. Again we will check if these two characters belong to special category or not. IV, yes, it belongs to special category and its value is 4, so we just have to add 4, and our pointer will come to, again after next two characters, so our pointer will come to here, which is the end of the string, so we will stop here. So the total will become 1000 and plus 900, 1900 plus 90, 1994. So that is our answer, I guess. Yeah, that is our answer, 1994. So we are just doing what the question has said us. Let's try completing the code. Okay. What we are doing, we are creating our pointer and incrementing it 1 or 2 based on some condition. So instead of for loop, I will create a for while loop. First, let me create a total, that is our sum, and this is my pointer. I pointer is equal to 0. What will the condition? While I is less than len of s. If it is less than len of s, first what we have to check? We have to check if our pointer, if my current pointer, that is I, it comes under any of these 6 conditions. When it is I, if it is I, we have to just check the 2 conditions. So first we will check if our pointer points to I or not. So I am checking if s of x double equal to I. Then we have to do something. Let it be elif. What we have to do, if s of x, the second special condition is belongs to x character and the third belongs to c character. So first I will write those conditions. Elif s of x double equal to c. Okay, if it is belongs to this, then what we had to do, if my first character is x, then my I plus 1, if my I is on I, okay, if my I is on x or I is on c, what we have to do, we have to check I plus 1, and we have to check if it is d or m. Depending on that we will do something, but it is possible that I plus 1 doesn't exist into our string. So let's suppose our current string is only x, so the I plus 1 will not exist in the string. So first we have to check if I plus 1 exists or not. We have to do x plus 1 is less than len of s. So I will just copy this below, and the next condition is what we discussed. If the first character is I, then the next character must be v or x to make to subtract our sum. I am just checking, and s of x plus 1 is double equal to v, or s of x plus 1 is double equal to x. If it is there, we will do something. For now I am writing pass. For the second condition, where the first character is x, the next character must be L or C, then we have to do subtraction, and I am just copying the above code again. Similarly here for C. Now if it is x, the next character must be L or C, so I am just writing L or C here. And if it is C, then the next character must be D or M. Okay. So at this time, what we have to do, if it is there, we have to just let's see here what is happening. We know that the v value is 5 and x value is 10. If we look at it very carefully, what we are doing, we are subtracting 5 with 1, because the I value was 1, and in this we are subtracting 10 with 1, that is we are getting 9. Similarly, what is happening here? My L value is 50 and my X value was 10. So what we are doing? We are just subtracting 50 minus 10, and in here C value is 100 and X value is 10. So we are just subtracting 100 minus 10. So how we will get that? Our I pointer is on X and I plus 1 pointer is on C. So what we have to do? We have to just subtract I plus 1 with I and add it to our sum. That is total. So what I am writing, total plus equal to, how will I get the value? My S of, okay, I have wrote X on all pointers, so I am writing it X here, while X is less than. So my X is on this string character. Let's suppose here my X is here and this is my string S. So S of X will give me M, but what it is value we will get from Roman dictionary. So I have to enclose it with Roman and this will give me its value. What we have to do? We have to just subtract S of X plus 1 with S of X. I am writing total plus equal to Romans of S of X plus 1. So let's suppose in this condition my X is here CM, my X is here, my NX plus 1 is here. What we have to do? CM, is it? Yeah, CM belongs to 900 category. What we have to do? We have to subtract this part, value of M with value of C, and add it to our total. So I am writing this Romans of S of X plus 1 will give me 900 in that example, CM example. We have to subtract it with Romans of S of X. This will give me my current value, that will be 900. Similarly, we have to do the same thing again for elif and elif below. But when we do this, like we said, if our X pointer is on C and X plus 1 pointer is on M, after the processing of these two characters, my X pointer should point to after the M character. That is after two characters. This one is first character and M is the second character. So after two character, I have to point my X. So I am writing X plus equal to 2. X plus equal to 2. Again X plus equal to 2. Okay. So this all takes care of the special conditions that we had. And what if it is not a special condition? Then we have to just add it to our total. What we will add? We will add the Roman characters value into our total. I am just writing total plus equal to Roman of S of X. And we don't have to increment it with 2. We have to just increment it with 1. Because we have just processed a single character and we have to go to the next character. After this, we can just return our total. Let us check if it is working or not, or there are some mistakes. Okay, so the first example 11 is working. I am writing all the three examples. Let us check if it is working. Okay, Romans is not defined. Okay, there is some typo. I have created my dictionary name with Roman. I'm just making it Romans all over the place. Let's check if it is working or not. Okay, all the 3 test cases are passed. Let me submit this and check all the hidden test cases. Okay, so all the test cases are getting passed. It is pretty slow, but it is working. Okay, so instead of writing all this code, we can observe something. What we did here, we created 2 pointers, x and x plus 1 and check if these two exist or not based on some if else condition. So instead of writing if else, what can I do? I can write these categories, all of these 6 categories, into my Romance dictionary only, and if this present into the dictionary, then I can just make subtract its value. Let me show it how it can be done. Instead of just this Romance, I will add the special cases also here. That is IV is 4, then IX is 9. Similarly, we have XL is 40, and XC, which is 90, and we have more 2, that is CD is 400, right? Yeah, CD is 400, and we have CM, which is 900. So instead of writing all this code, what I am doing, I will just check if the both two character present or not. I'm just erasing all this. Now my solution exists based on this these special cases exist in the dictionary or not. So let's suppose I have one question, I have one example here. Let me take one example. Again, I will take the MCM example. MCM, what was that? MCM XCIV. Again, I will take 2 pointers. One is I and one is I plus 1. But instead of writing it like this, I will make a substring using slicing. So I am slicing these characters. So at a particular time, I am getting 2 characters. First, I am getting MC. I will check if this is present in dictionary or not. Is MC present in my dictionary? No, it is not present. So what will I do? I will just add my M first, and I will just add my M. Here my I, it was I here. So I will just add the value of the ith character, and then I will put my I character here, and I will again check if this substring, two letter substring present in my dictionary or not. Now my substring is CM, and I will check if it is present or not. Is CM present? Yes, CM is present. It is 900. So after this, I get the value of 900 from the dictionary. So I will add that value into our total. First I got M, which is 1000. Then I got 900, that is 1900. Then after this substring, if my substring is present, I will put my pointer instead of here, then I will directly go to X. Again, we will do the same. We will check if XC is present in my dictionary or not. Now let us check if XC is present in dictionary or not. Yeah, XC is present, that is 90. So I will just add its value, and again my I pointer will be after the next 2 characters. It will go to I here. Again, we will check if this substring present or not. So IV. Yeah, IV also is present. So we will just add its value. So the first character was not present. So when it is not present, we just have to increment our pointer by 1. Else we have to add the value and increment our pointer by 2. So the approach is very similar, but instead of writing all those if conditions, we are putting it into our dictionary itself. So I am writing if s of x colon x plus 2. This is my slicing. This will give me 2 characters from the string, the consecutive 2 character from the string substring. I am checking if this is present in Romance or not. So we just check if CM is present in our dictionary or not, or MC is present in our dictionary or not. If it is present, let's suppose it was present, what we have to do? We have to add it to the total plus equal to, what we will do? Romance of S of x colon x plus 2. So we will add the value of the substring. Let's say it was XC, so we will add the value of XC, and what we have to do? We have to increment our pointer by 2. Else, if it was not present, what we have to do? We just have to add the value of the single Roman character, and that is also we are getting is from S of x. And when we are getting just single character and not the both characters, we just have to increment our pointer by 1. So after this, our answer will be stored in total. So I am returning total. So let us check if the 3 test cases are getting passed or not. Yeah, all the three traces passed. Let me submit this. Okay, this is also getting passed, and we have 96% faster solution. Okay, this is the second approach. What we did, we just observed our if-else conditions from the first question and improved it and put it into the dictionary. That's it. Okay, let us see the third observation. Okay, from the question you can itself see here there is written something. Roman numerals are usually written largest to smallest from left to right. Means they are saying that Roman numerals are most of the time written largest to smallest, not most of the time, always written largest to smallest from left to right. But there are some special cases. There are some special cases like IVIX, where the Roman value is smaller on the left side and the value is bigger on the right side. So with this sentence we can observe that when it is IV or IX, this I is value is 1, this V is value is 5, this I is 1 and this X is 10. 1 is less than 5 and 1 is less than 10. Let us see the other cases. XL and XC. XL and XC. X is 10, L is 50, X is 10, C is 100. 10 is less than 50 and 10 is less than 100. So whenever there is this type of conditions where my two characters and the first character is smaller than the second characters, we can just subtract it. Let's suppose it is like that, 1 is less than 5 and my total was 0. Let's suppose total is 0. So when I came across this, when my I 1 is less than 5, so I will just subtract the value of I. So what will I get? I will get minus 1. After that my pointer will come to V. It will check its value. It is 5. It will just add the value. So minus 1 plus 5, I will get the value 4. So let us try this solution onto the example again. Taking again the same example. MCM XCIV. Again we will put the two pointers. My I pointer will be here and my I plus 1 will be pointing to the next character. We will check its value. What is my value of M? M is 1000 and C is 100. Is 1000 less than 100? It is not true. So we will just add the value of 1000. Again we will increment our pointer by 1. So my pointer will come to C. My I is on C and my I plus 1 is on M. So the value of C is 100. Is 100 less than 1000? Yes, it is true. So what we will do, we will just subtract the value of C from our original sum. The first condition was 2, so we got the sum of 1000. In this we will subtract 100 value from the sum. So 1000 minus 100, we will get 900. Then my I pointer will go to the next character. So my I pointer is on M and my I plus 1 pointer is on X. We will again check if the value of M is less than value of X. So value of M is 1000 and value of X is 10. So 1000 is not less than 10. So we will just add the value of 1000 to our sum. So our sum was 900. We are adding the value of M, that is 1000. So we get 1900. Then my pointer will be changed by 1. So my I pointer is on X and my I plus 1 pointer is on C. Now again we will check the condition. Is X, that is 10, is less than C and the value of C is 100. Is 10 less than 100? Yes, it is true. So what we will do, we will subtract the value of X from our sum. Our sum was 1900. We are subtracting the value of X, that is 10, and we get 1890. Similarly, we will change our pointer. I was pointing on X, so the I now will point to C and I plus 1 will on I. Okay, the value of C is 100. Is 100 less than 1? No, it is not true. So we will add the value of 100, that is add the value of ith pointer. to our sum. Our sum was 1890 plus the value of C is 100. So we get the sum of 1990. Okay, similarly we will shift our pointers by 1. So my I will point to I itself and my I plus 1 will point to V. Now we will check the condition. Is I, that is 1, is less than 5? Yes, it is true. What we have to do? We have to subtract the value of I from the sum. My sum was 1990 and I am subtracting the value of I, which is 1. So we are getting 1899. Now my pointers will be changed. My I pointer will come to here, but there is no I plus 1 character, so we just have to add the value of I. So we have to add the value of I. My sum was 1899 and my value of V is 5. So we get the sum of 1904. Okay, I guess I wrote wrong sum here. Yeah, here I wrote it wrong. The sum was 1990 and we have to subtract the value 1. So we get 1989. We have to add the value of 5 into this 1989 plus 5. So we get the sum of 1994. And that is the answer, 1994, as you can see. So this is the approach. We just have to check the value. If the value is less than the next value, we just have to subtract, else we just have to add the value. Let's try this solution. For this I don't require these special cases onto the dictionary. And instead of while loop, I will use for loop now. My sum will be total is equal to 0 and for loop for I in range. I will start from 0, but where we have to go? As you can see, we have to go up to the last character, but we are checking the I plus 1 character also. So if we go to the last character, then we will check I plus 1, but it doesn't exist, so it will give us error. So for the for loop last iteration, we have to come up to this character, that is second last character. Then only we can check with I plus 1 value. So I am writing len of s minus 1. So length of s minus 1. In Python for loop, it will go and the last character of iteration is minus 1. So it will go len of s minus 2. Okay, if my characters are of length 3, then it will go up to first index only, because that is the last second character. So let's try this solution. What we have to do? We have to check if Romans of s of I is less than Romans of s of I plus 1. So in this we are checking if my current character, that is my I for this, in this condition, if my current character is less than my next character. If it is less than next character, what we have to do? We just have to subtract its value. So total minus equal to Romans of s of I. So we have subtracted the value. Else if this is in the case, we just have to add our value. Total plus equal to Romans of s of I. Yeah, this is it. But there is one more conditions that we have to take care of. As we are going up to last second characters, what if this was not the case and the question was just I. So this is my 0th index, this is my first index, this is my second index. So we are going up to the first character itself, first index itself. We will add the value 1, then add the value 1, and my for loop will get stopped here. So this value is remaining in this case. So while returning, we have to add that value, and what is remaining we are just remaining with the last character. So I am returning total plus s of -1. That is, it will give me the last character, and its value will be given by Romans of s of -1. Okay, so this is it. This is the solution. We can check if it is working or not. Yeah, it is working for the 3 cases. Let us submit. Okay, this solution is also accepted. As you can see, we have solved the 3 solutions for a simple question. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. It will help me make more creative content in the future. Thank you.